who exactly is the audience for this? There are 5 characters. All of them are fruit flies. They each have individual personalities and corresponding fruits. Including the fruits, that's technically 10 characters, but whatever. They live in a single room together, and the witty banter, wait for it, flies. We keep production costs low by paying the fruit flies scale. They die every 30 days anyway and are easily replaceable. Reduces the prima donna factor. Though the banana I'm thinking of getting to play the banana is kind of a dick. There are 4 characters. They are the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. The comedy comes from how the directions keep trying to make plans to get together, but by their nature, can't meet face to face. Other directions, like south, southwest, and north, northeast, broker introductions with indirect awkwardness. Nothing works. We'll call it compass rumpus or similar. It's been 11 years since I got a show to the pilot stage. 6 years since I've even been in a pitch meeting. I realize I shouldn't be admitting this. There are 3 characters. They are the actual 3 Musketeers. That is, they're ancien regime French dudes who brandish muskets. They also look like the guys on the 3 Musketeer candy bar wrapper. I'll enjoy 3 Musketeers bars, although one prefers Milky Ways, which I imagine becoming a running joke on the series I can't quite crack yet. I've already posted this idea on my blog, which hasn't been updated since 2006 and is in desperate need of a refresh. Even so, the 3 Musketeers candy people have already sent me a cease and desist letter. I got so stressed out from receiving this that I ate 4 Mars bars in an hour and loaded the musket that I keep in the garage. This is irresponsible of me, but I was in a vulnerable place. Fortunately, no one was hurt. That's the most important thing, and that's all I care to say about that. There are 2 characters. They're the 2 turtle doves from the 12 Days of Christmas song. This is as good a place as any to tell you that I'm Jewish, and I'm kind of unclear on the whole turtle dove thing. I admit to vaguely imagining a turtle trying to fuck a dove, and am bogging down on the mechanics of this. 15 years ago, I had the number 3 rated sitcom on network with a 22.6 Nielsen share back when such numbers mattered, before viral YouTube clips pilfered our entire attention span. Anyway, I'm imagining a Klugman-Lemon odd couple dynamic between the turtle doves. There are a couple of wisecracking birds who are like oil and water, but somehow get along swimmingly. Or flyingly, I guess. Just thinking aloud here. Bringing in the Dove soap people would be a sound marketing move, so we'll need to keep the show relatively wholesome. Look, I'm under few illusions that a live bird sitcom is what America is hankering for. I'm imagining your no on this one, Suits. I'm rejecting you before you have the chance to reject me, and you know what? It feels good. There is one character. You've already met him. He's an on-the-edge television writer looking for one big score to put him back in the game. We can call it, who exactly is the audience for this? Cut to a studio crowd collectively shrugging their shoulders and throwing up their hands in bemused bafflement. The writer is alone in a room, staring at a blinking cursor. We watch him struggle for a half hour every week. We watch him drift toward drink and high-carb foods and pornography. We see his false starts, his doomed opening gambits. We hear the voices of resignation in his head, the crumple of balled-out printouts jump-shotted into a tiny wire wastebasket. We imagine the alienated girlfriend who's finally moved on, the old friends who won't even dare call him up to grab a beer. Of course, none of this is remotely funny. So we goose it up with bongo-heavy theme music, like a 1970s game show. The proposed title of the show doubles as the probable critical reaction. The show is self-annihilating. It'll be lucky to reach 4 episodes. There are no characters. Zoom in on an empty room, the same one where the writer or the turtle doves or the fruit flies or whoever would be hanging out. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. No one shows up at the door. There's no put-upon protagonist, no wacky sidekick, no laugh track. The beauty of it is, a viewer can bring their own ideas and expectations to this situation. We don't have to spoon-feed them the stereotypical sitcom bullshit. We don't have to fill in all the blanks. We allow the viewer to create her own show, a show in her mind. Imagination unfettered, the best show ever. There's nothing I can do to make this fail. It's a show I was born to write.